Hey, what's going on everybody? Lewis here, and thanks for tuning in to the new video we got for you. What I did here is try to replicate a automotive candy finish using all water-based Renner products. Cool project, and thanks for tuning in. Alright, so this project starts out just like any other. We're going to start by scuff sanding the surface that we're going to be painting. I'm using the 3x4 electric ray by SurfPrep. If you haven't used this tool, it's phenomenal. Basically eliminates the need to hand sand when you're scuff sanding, even when you're primer and sealer sanding. So I use the Renner 1094 self-seal product as my primer slash base coat. And what it's doing is providing me a really good base for the metallic finish that we're going to lay down before we put the blue toner down. So just to kind of catch you up on that, what we're going to do is we're going to lay a gold base, and that gold base is a water-based product by Renner Italia, and it's distributed by waterbasedfinish.com. I'll post a link here on this video to their site. So the gold metallic, it is really high in viscosity. I didn't have to thin it out. It is a 2-component product, so you're going to add 10% catalyst to the metallic material. Anytime you add a 2-part product or a second part to a coating, you're going to make sure you incorporate it really well and get it stirred up really good. So that's what I'm doing here, is just getting it all mixed up. I'm going to spray this with the Apollo Precision 5 with the 7700 series atomizer gun. This is the Elite Fine Finish series gun that we put together. Laid it out beautifully. Whenever you're doing any type of metallic or pearl finish, you know, the spray equipment is going to make all the difference in the world, because if you're not atomizing properly, it's not going to lay down right. And what I'm doing is I'm just scuff sanding lightly. I don't want to burn through that gold. I just want to get some good adhesion between this coat and my toner coat with the blue. So with the blue, what I've done is I've taken the Renner 1067, and it's about it's reduced honestly about 30%. I've added their blue stain pigment. It's very transparent. It's almost just like a dye, a candy automotive paint. That's essentially what it is. It's just a diluted dye over a metallic base. So when I seen their stain colorants, you know, I instantly thought to myself, I was like, man, I could probably pull off this finish. And you know, it really did work out well. I was really surprised, especially for it being water-based. I've never even attempted or seen anybody attempt to do a candy finish with a water-based coating. So very happy with the results. And essentially what this is just a toner, like I said. So we're going to take that gold base, and again, spray equipment is very important. Everything has to be atomized just right, otherwise you're going to see streaks and you're going to see blotchiness. So I had just take your time here, apply your color really lightly. We're not trying to flood the surface. What I'm really doing is just trying to see where we're going to be. So I'm just going to slowly add that color, and after I make my pass, I'm going to let it flash off for just a little bit, you know, just to give it a little slight tack, let it off gas just a little bit, and then I'm going to apply or crosshatch my next coat. I like the way the first coat laid down. Very little blotchiness. I don't see really any stripes to it. I did notice a little bit after my second coat, but since we're going to go over this more, it wasn't really that big of a deal. I do expect, and even if I wasn't using turbine HVLP, it would be even worse. So we're getting like a 90% transfer efficiency here. As you can see, there's not a lot of overspray floating around or anything like that. So I've got the gun really dialed in. I used a 1.3 with the it's not the high solids, yeah, it was the B high solids cap, the gold one, and you know, it laid down beautifully. So I'm gonna lightly scuff sand this surface before my second coat. It's critically important you do not burn through this finish, because that gold showing through is going to be an issue for you. So now we're going to go over it with our second, well, third or fourth coat. Whatever it is, this is the second time I'm doing it, so I'm going to start applying that color heavier now that I have a good base to go off of. And this is really our final stage. We're going to hit it here, and then we're going to cross hatch it, and that's as far as I want to go with it. Now, I really like the color. I would be curious to see what it looked like under a silver base. It would be lighter for sure. But when you start taking this thing into the sun, it's just like an automotive finish. You know, it starts flip-flopping on you, and it's just beautiful. Now, full disclaimer here, guys, you are not going to do this finish on an entire kitchen. You know, a furniture piece maybe. It's going to be next to impossible to even touch this thing up. So I really did this just as a video and show you what the possibilities are with these different types of coatings. Even trying to match a couple of different doors to this finish would be difficult. So, you know, take it for what it is. I mean, I just was playing around with it here. This isn't for anybody. This is just for me to shoot this video and show you something cool. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to shoot me a message, leave a comment down below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications for future videos. And as always, guys, thanks so much, and thank you for watching.